Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? And let you introduce yourself to the people.
Hello everyone, I'm Joe Smith, also known as Joe 30 on DeviantArt. You can look me up there, but how y'all doing?
All right, that's cool. So, I'm glad to do this interview with you because I known you for a while, and I seen you progress. And I just wanted to know. Once I asked you, do you want to do an interview? What my question to you would be, why did you want to do it?
Basically to give my thoughts on certain things going on, especially around the world and the black community in the whole. Because there's a lot to talk about. There's education, money, just so much to talk about, so much stuff. I just wanted to get a chance to voice my opinion.
Okay, since you touched on education, what do you feel about the education system?
I think it's I think the United States education system is one of the worst education systems known to man. I think it's the worst thing, really. And just what it teaches children and people in the whole, it's not really teaching everybody to, go to school, get an education, own a business. It's teaching you to go to school, get an education, work for somebody. And
yes.
That whole dynamic is terrible.
Okay, I got you on that. So if you had a chance to create a curriculum, actually, what would you think you would teach the children?
The truth. I think one of the worst things the United States does with education is lie. And they paint these pictures of American history to be so beautiful and bright when really it wasn't.
Okay.
It ain't till you're fully out of school and you're an adult that you find out that, wait a minute, Thanksgiving didn't happen this way. It happened this way.
Oh, okay.
And there's so much that's left out of the curriculum and just education and example that just, it just steamrolls everybody out of high school and into oblivion. It's like just so confusing when you get out because you never know the truth. Then you got to go seek out the truth. They make you seek the truth because they've been lying to you since elementary school. So that's a powerful pill to swallow. Mm-hmm. So I would look at it like this. They kidnap our kids from 6 to 18. They indoctrinate their philosophy. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it took you got an adult to really understand. So honestly, do you think we're at a disadvantage just because we're learning this way? No, I think if you can learn your enemy's mentality, it makes you an even better fighter.
Okay.
Learning what they teach you is not bad, but it's also, what makes it worse is when you get at home and you don't learn anything else. Because it's like we get to school and we learn that Christopher Columbus did this and did that. Okay. When they get home, me as a dad, I want to teach them, hey, look, this is what really happened. This is how this happened, how this happened, how that happened. That we can, start giving our kids some steps at home about the information they're receiving in school. Some schools are taking the word slave out of the history book and injecting words like workers who were looking for work and better chances in the U.S.
Who are happy to be servants.
Yeah, happy to be servants, stuff like that. So it's like, why are you, don't pretty up the history. Like I'm saying, they lie too much.
Okay.
They're covering up America's history, making it look so beautiful, but they're covering up a huge lie. And I think we do so much with our kids, like I said, we force them to go to school and learn a lie. If they don't get an A on that lie, we fuss them out. How can we fuss our kids out about a lie?
Wow,
about not getting an A on a lie.
On a lie, that's powerful. That is really
you gotta think about it. We start lying to them for the jump. We tell them that Santa Claus is not going to bring you presents if you lie, but Santa Claus himself is a lie. So it's like, what do you?
Yeah.
They have to start a process at home.
Okay.
To, this is what you learned at school, but here's what really happened.
Yeah. So along with the school teaching, home teaching what reality really is
Yeah.
also pivotal for your child's development. Okay, we got you with that one. Now that we're gonna transition to you know, what you said about the community and it's a lot of violence and a lot of urban communities, which, you know, urban is translation word for black.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about the violence in the urban community, as they say?
I think this is just me, it's what I think. I think there is violence, but not as much as media says it is. I think that we're locked in the media so much, it folds in. Like, if you watch Fox News, you'll begin to believe that all white people are angry, mad, and racist, and all black people are thieves, liars, and all this, when that's not necessarily true. Because it's like what we watch and what we listen to feeds us.
Yes.
And because, you know, a lot of people say, black, you tall, like me. I'm black, I'm tall, I'm supposed to know how to play basketball. Psych. I got the height, I got the sportsmanship for it, but I don't ball. I never had an interest in basketball at all.
So stereotypes of us are more prevalent.
Yeah. They force that stereotype. Some of us live that stereotype out.
Okay.
Some of us, you know, we roll with that stereotype, but on the other side, a lot of us aren't. And then, like, the TV, you know, they like, I didn't know that there was black Asians. Like, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But they don't show black Asians on TV.
Yeah,
so
the Asiatic black man. You remember Kane? Kane said it.
So we get these images on TV, and that's another big problem with the black community. Images.
Well, images go back to is a form of controlling.
Right.
Because before there were languages, you know, there were symbols. Mm-hmm. And if you knew what this symbol mean, you didn't have to speak that language, but you know what that symbol mean. So it's the same thing with the media. I mean, because I understand exactly what you're saying. So yeah, man.
And then the images, like me, for me and my kids, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm gonna try my best to change their images. Like, I told my wife this the other day, I've been in church for the best of 25 years. I've been in church and going to church and doing this for the church and all that, which is fine, but I shouldn't have to go outside of church to learn who this image of God I see is.
Whoa, powerful.
You know, here you got this
powerful.
You go in a lot of black people's house and you got an image of a white Jesus.
Woo!
I have to go outside of church to learn that this guy was sleeping with his sister, murdered his brother, did all this stuff with church money, and they said, well, let's make his picture the face of Jesus. Why do I have to go outside of church to learn that? Shouldn't my black pastor, sit me down and say, hey, this image that you, your kids, your wife, and your whole family have been seeing of Jesus is not him. It's not just enough for us to read it, but how come the black leaders in the church can't sit their congregation down and say, hey, this is not the image of Jesus. This white man you see, I mean, look at the movies you see.
Yeah.
You got every Christian movie you see that's about the Bible has all white actors.
Yeah.
You never heard not one black pastor say anything about it. You want to know why? Because
I know
a black pastor is not going to condemn who he sees as God. And like I said, that image of God.
But it's also, I don't know if you're aware of this law called the 501c. Okay, well, you get a chance, man. For all the people that's watching this video as well, get a chance, look up the 501c law that was implicated by Theodore Roosevelt. And yeah, man, that's a real powerful, where the churches are tax exempt.
Right.
So, but the churches are getting money from the government to teach a certain curriculum.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Once you look it up, man, it goes deep, and I don't want to, take too much of your time or your interview, but you get a chance, look up that, man, that 501c.
And that's what I was telling somebody else about, the money that goes in some churches. I was talking to somebody at work, can't remember who it was. I told him, I said, what a lot of y'all don't know is some of the churches y'all go to, when y'all put y'all money in that church tithes to a church over it.
Yes.
And they don't understand that. No, they don't. Yes, your church does.
It's a Ponzi scheme, plug.
Yeah, so it goes up and up and up and up and up. And I was telling him the other day, I said, you know what? I say black people put their money in banks and they can't borrow money from the bank. They put their money in. Then I said, where else do black people put their money at that they can't borrow money from?
From the church.
Church.
Wow.
So we got these two places that's getting a lot of black people money that they can't even borrow from. You got people that's been sitting in church 18, 19 years, paying their tithes and paying their offering. And they go, hey, I'm a little short on my rent. Is it okay if I can borrow some money from the church? And then the church got to have this whole meeting. They got to have the financial such and such come in and see if the church can afford to help this person. Well, wait a minute, I've been going to this church 18 years.
And you tax exempt, and all your money, you keep your money. Right. How is that even an option?
I mean, nobody sits and thinks. People sit in the audience of church praying for their kids to get a scholarship to college, but the pastor kids' college tuition is paid for.
Yeah.
Y'all both serving the same God here, so something should be. But that's just me and my thinking. But
yeah.
Well,
all right, man.
Get back what topic we was on.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You know that's how it go. Once you start bonding and I say like minds that think alike,
right,
or somewhat alike. You know, we can talk about certain situations, but as you spoke on two topics already. I know a lot of people that maybe your family and your friends, you can't speak to them about certain things.
No. Okay.
And isn't that sad?
It is, because like I told my wife this, there's a lot of people who don't want to give up the Matrix. No one wants to give up the Matrix.
Wait, hold on. Let's say that again. Nobody what?
No one wants to give up the Matrix.
So the Matrix is real?
It's gotta be. Because nobody wants, if you come to somebody with something that's outside of what they've been thinking, and what you're coming at with what you're saying is true, but it's outside of like what they've been taught. Even though it sounds good and it sounds true, they won't do it because they don't want to give up the Matrix. They don't want to wake up to what you're saying is.
So they want to swim in ignorance.
Yeah,
basically.
People love it.
Yeah.
That's why you got a lot of, like I was telling another one of my coworkers. I said I worked with some pretty racist black people, and he's like, they're racist against white people. I said no, they're racist against black people.
Yeah.
And that's the
Willie Lynch letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was telling him, I was like, what does a slave want more than being free?
What?
Is to be the master.
Okay.
So I forgot what topic we was on because I just started talking, but that's another mentality. That's something that.
Yeah, we was talking about family or friends that if you try to tell them about the Matrix.
You can't. People don't really want to move out of their comfort zone. A soft lie is better than a hard truth.
Yeah. So
people will accept the lie more than they would accept any truth. They don't want to go around. They'd rather live in the lie than come around and deal with the truth. Which is why I believe a lot of black people don't want to mess with any type of African history or African spirituality at all, because they don't want to.
And to me personally, that's very disappointing. Mm-hmm. Being that you mentioned that a lot of our own people don't even want to trace their heritage or want to get closer to your roots.
Nothing. And it's weird because I got this necklace with the lion on it, representative of Africa.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to black people and white people, I see their eyes move and look at it. Same thing with the bracelet.
Yeah, I noticed the bracelet.
They look at it, and I'm like, there's a bracelet and a necklace. Is there something wrong with wanting to know more about Africa? And the thing I'm starting to notice is, like, since I was young, every commercial I seen on TV of Africa showed some little black skinny boy with the big stomach and the flies all around him. And that's our perception of how Africa is.
Yeah.
I'm 37 years old. I'm looking at Africa like, man, I gotta go there now. Seeing all these buildings, these beautiful houses, and these
they have interstates and airports and everything.
Man, they got this guy over there who's building bikes out of old bamboo sticks.
Have you heard of the Akon?
With the light and everything.
With the light, yeah. Our people just like, hey, look, they would repost and retweet and re-like a fight.
Yeah.
But didn't
Nothing
repost
about
it
Africa.
by Africa or Akon putting lights.
And that's why I had what happened in, what was it, France, that bombing happened?
Yeah. You
Every
posted.
black person, every Christian, every black Christian you know
Was-
changed their whole profile because of France. They don't know. French soldiers are going into Africa, kidnapping little boys and raping them. You didn't know that, did you? I know what happened was bad. Did you know that 3,000 people got killed in Africa from a bombing? Did you change your profile picture?
No.
And it's just like, what are you doing? I understand what happened in France was really, really bad. But guess what's going on? Africa is the richest continent on the planet.
Yeah.
Why is there starvation there? But you changing your profile picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I see where your focus is. Because you ever notice that I can walk into a room full of black people and tell them, hey, money is falling out the sky, we need to go outside and get this money. And everybody like, man, that nigga crazy. Then some white guy walking, hey guys, money is falling out the sky. They believe the white guy. They run outside and they go catch the money. I'm like, I just told y'all.
Y'all could have had more money.
Right. And that goes back to the image.
Yeah, the image.
Yeah, so we'll believe someone else's culture before we believe our own.
Yeah, that's really sad though, man. We want to thank you for your time, man, and
no
thank you for
problem.
your points of views. Before we close this out, you like to send some shout outs to anyone?
I would just like to say to anybody out there to just, no matter how hard you're working or what you're doing, to just chase your dream. I don't care if it's making handles for hammers, and that's what you want to do. Stay up late at night and design handles for hammers. And that one thing is going to bring you your joy. So, that's all I got to say to everybody.
All right, man. Thanks again for your time. We hope to hear from you soon.
Peace.